What's up, YouTube? So we've got yet another episode of Legends of Tomorrow where seemingly they've run out of budget and have to do an episode centric just on the Waverider, which can be a bit boring. There was a lot of hate for this episode on the internet, and to be honest, I can understand why. It was a bit boring and there was stuck in the mythology of Vandal Savage with his obsession with Kendra and the whole deconstruction of the whole Kendra and Ray storyline, which has been built up all season, and then we get nothing at the end of it. So it's revealed at the start that Rip Hunter was actually in prison in Vandal Savage's Egyptian era timeline when he tried to kill him. So how did he escape? Well, he used one of those really crappy little pens that you get in dodgy gift shops that show a naked lady stripping. Okay, well, I don't even. That was really, really stupid. We still have Carter on here. I thought he'd probably perish in this episode, but no, he didn't. He is back, and, well, he's on his mend now to continue his love life with Kendra, which I don't really see why they built up a whole storyline around Kendra and Ray only to dash our hopes, because we knew it wouldn't last, did we? So each member of the Waverider Vandal Savage Assassination Society who have issues goes and talks to Vandal in the same way that Loki discussed things with Black Widow, Agent Coulson and that in Avengers Assemble. So we've got the same trope and he's doing the exact same storyline, which I thought was a pretty poor attempt. We also saw some flashbacks from a couple of characters, which I thought was a bit pointless. I was a bit confused. I wasn't sure if this was like the time bleeding through into them when they'd gone back in time and woke up, but it was just a bit pointless and distracting from the episode, to be honest. In a episode full of kind of personal developments, etc., this storyline with Firestorm felt very, very lost, and the urgency of getting him back to 2016 or fixing him didn't really have much to do and didn't really work, to be honest, because again, it was lost throughout, but it does have big ramifications for what's going to happen and how is he going to get back to the Waverider. We had a lot of hokey kind of star charts, time travel shit here, which I find it a bit odd that, considering how much technology is needed to go back in time or forward in time, that they would have kind of star charts for time, so time charts. It felt really weird. It doesn't really make a lot of sense whatsoever. I'm not really sure what the understanding was. To do it manually, they could have said like, oh, I'm going to have to go and fly the Waverider manually, as opposed to getting all these charts out. So we finally had some action in this episode, although it was short-lived, and then led to Vandal and Carter being stabbed and actually captured again. So it was good to see the guys actually get into some action for once in this episode, which was pretty non-eventful, to be honest. So the team finally get to the vanishing point, only to be betrayed and eventually have Vandal team with the Time Masters. Sorry, no. The parallel is too much between the Time Masters and Time Lords. It's exactly the same story. But anyway, I digress. This betrayal it was kind of seen, like it was, you knew that the Time Masters weren't going to agree with Rip Hunter and see the justification for what he's done. So it's basically setting up the last few episodes, I think, here. And it's anyone's guess as to what's going to happen next, is how they're actually going to get out of it. But as always, drop a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.